Everyone, my name is Darcy Page and I am the interpretive specialist here at Plumas Eureka State Park. Now today I am going to share a little bit about a very special tree, and it's known as the Ponderosa. It's a really common, ubiquitous tree in this region and especially in our park, and I have one right behind me. So for a few moments here we are going to ponder the Ponderosa. All right, so just taking a moment, what are some defining features or some interesting things that you can see just at taking a gander at the bark here? Yeah, so the bark is really textured, right? I'll show you a little piece closer up. The Ponderosa is known for having these jigsaw or puzzle piece like scales that can come off of the tree. Now this is really important as a fire adaptation. Can anyone think of why? Yeah, this is really important as a protective layer. If a fire comes through our forests here, the tree can get singed on the top layer of these puzzle piece bark flakes that will come off, but that will prevent any deeper or more intense damage to the trunk of the tree. So that's the puzzle piece bark. I'll put it right back in where I found it. Another distinctive piece of the Ponderosa is its cones. A lot of people know the Ponderosa as being, ouch, prickly, because these cones have sharp edges that can poke into your skin pretty easily. Just touching them, I noticed right away, ouch, these are sharp. This is the prickly Ponderosa cone, and it is about the size of a person's fist. So that's one way of knowing that you are looking at a Ponderosa. A third characteristic of the Ponderosa pine is that it grows these long needles, and it has 3 needles per fascicle. This part down here is known as the fascicle. And at the end, they are a little bit sharp as well. So pointed, long needles, 3 in each bundle. So the Ponderosa has a few very distinct characteristics. And some of the most amazing things to point out is that the Ponderosa is able to withstand fire. It has multiple fire adaptations. We talked about the thick bark that develops early on the tree, but there's another thing as well that makes the Ponderosa kind of special. It is actually self-pruning. So as I look around this forest, I notice multiple Ponderosa around, and I will share the camera so you guys can see as well. The Ponderosa behind me doesn't have many branches on the lower levels. Rather, all of the branches are way up high. I'll give you a better view here. So here is a better look at those puzzle piece scales of the trunk of the tree. And as the tree matures, those scales underneath become kind of yellow colored, and that's why this type of tree is also known as a yellow pine. Now as I start to scale up, you'll notice the lower branches have fallen off completely. They've been shed from the tree, and so you have to go pretty high up, really crane your neck up high to see the branches that still have green needles on them. Can anyone think of why that would be an important adaptation? Yeah, so that is an important adaptation because when and if a forest fire comes through this region, the lower branches will be shed, and that keeps our fires here on the ground lower severity and not quite as high severity of a burn. That would keep everything on a very surface level and prevent what's known as a crown fire. Crown fire is when those wildfires creep all the way up to the very tip top of those trees and create a fire ladder for those trees, for the fire to come all the way up, and then we just get much more severe burns that way. There's more fuel for the fire, and the fires get a lot hotter. However, this ponderosa has pondered this question over years and years and years of adaptations and evolution. No longer has those branches closer to the ground that could cause crown fires. Thanks guys for jumping on with me here today, and I hope to see you soon.